This is unfair. And the government are milking the nation dry. You come there, you promise us heaven and earth. But when they get there, what do? They steal. They are corrupted. They do not care about the masses. This is why we are here today. We are here to make a change. If they want to rule us, they should understand that through the Nigerian constitution, we put them there. They must do right by us. Enough is enough. This is not a political rally for the masses rally. That's right. This is about the people. This is about the people of Nigeria. Every citizen of Nigeria. We are one, Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba. We are not here because of Boko Haram. Yes, yo. We are not here because of Maso. Yes, yo. We are not here because of men. Yes, yo. We are here because of the citizens, of the people, and the people that matters most. The defense of the defenseless. Yes. The people that cannot do their own things because they are too scared. We came up with courage because the ones in Nigeria, they are dying. There's no health care. Political stuff is just about me, myself, and I.
How does this removal of subsidy personally affect you?
Personally affects me because it's an inhumane decision. It's going to persecute the masses in Nigeria because it's been ill thought out, and you can't stand by even if you're here in England or not. I have family back home, I have a conscience, and it's just wrong.
Thank you very much. Mr. President said while announcing the removal of the subsidy, he said he feels the pains of Nigeria. What do you have to say to that?
He said what about Nigeria?
He said he feels the pains of Nigerians.
I'm sorry, he does not feel the pain. He needs to start feeling the pain. That's the problem, and that's why I'm here with the protest. The leader should lead by example and then, make cuts with the government before he actually translates it to the people. Now, if I can add my bit, why I'm here, it's actually the removal is inevitable, if I am honest, because I am an economist, but it's been ill-timed, and what the government has done wrong is they've actually done a 100% imposition without consulting other, I would say, specialists about the consequences and effects. What the government should do at this point is now have a rethink and say, you know what, we need to phase in the implementation and the subsidy removal, and part of the phasing process should also be increase minimum wage, cut government expenditure, and have a gradual plan. And with this committee he set up with Dr. Kolade, maybe actually take gradual income there and have gradual results presented to the people so he can build trust back on, and at the same time, we'll go forward, because Nigeria is not a country on its own. So I do support every concept here, but I do not support, the fact that there are no solutions coming forward other than government bashing.
So my only question to the Nigerian government is, why can't we do things in an orderly manner? Why can they not consult with the nationals about whatever decisions they're trying to take? But they seem to have forgotten that we own the country. They are servants and they are accountable to us. And all that is got to have to stop, because enough is enough. Our poor people are dying. Children are dying. Pregnant women are dying. Elderly are not living quality lives anymore. There are no roads, no electricity for 50 years. Enough is enough, Nigeria.
While announcing the full subsidy, he said he feels the pains of Nigerians. What do you have to say to that?
Oh, he feels the pains of Nigerians. If he was my father, I may trust him. But he's not my father. He is the president of a country of 150 or 67 million people. Sorry. So, he's not my father. We need to see objective, measurable steps. It is not something internal. It is something that should be external, measurable. How has he present? What is the content of his budget for the year 2012? If he wants us to trust him, that he feels our pains, what is he taking as his salary? What are the lawmakers taking as their salary? What is the amount budgeted for his meal, daily meal in the State House? So those are the things you use to check. It's not what he says, because he has said many things and he has made many contradictory statements. He said that when the Boko Haram struck, he said that it is something that has come, it will fizzle away. Is that the way to trust a president? So there are many factors I use. I am not just here because I'm following the crowd. It is something I'm convinced of. That looking at the steps he has taken so far, it is clear that I cannot trust him.
There's nothing wrong with a free market economy. A free market economy is right. But when the repercussions of that free market economy doesn't make life good for the common man in Bayelsa, for the woman that fishes in Yenogwa, for the common boy that walks to school in Kano, it doesn't make sense. We have to say no. I don't like being in the blistering cold here protesting, but I have to say no. I have to throw my weight against it.
Yeah, they get new kitchen in Nassau Rock under Nigerian budget. Every year they spend over $1 billion for food. What are they buying? Is it not garri and rice? It's high time Nigerians should say no. And from now on, let's begin the battle for 2015. PDP, enough of that 12 years. Enough of that 12 years of madness that has destroyed the physique of our nation, that has not allowed us to move on, that has made us what we are today, a beggar in the committee of nations. Enough of that madness. That has to stop so we can move on as a giant of Africa. Thank you very much.
Do you think there's any benefit to this removal of fuel subsidy?
No, it's just going to be the same old story. It is those of us in the diaspora that send money home to our people to be able to survive. The little we are sending, they still want to steal it off them in the name of fuel subsidy. Is it not enough what they have been stealing? We are saying enough is enough, and they should please let us go. We don't want this kind of rulership in Nigeria anymore. It is leader to oppress the people. They are only there for themselves, their family, and their friends, and IMF. And we are saying enough is enough.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I have the opinion.
Thank you, sir. Can you please start by telling us your name, sir?
Yeah, Dio Davis here. I'm of the opinion.
What's the reason why you're here today?
I'm here to show solidarity that the issue of subsidy should be reviewed. Reviewed in the sense that we need presently we need better rail service, better road, all the little infrastructure to be in place before the issue of oil subsidy should come up. We cannot afford to double, triple the price of petrol as of now because it has some after effect. Other countries, other aspects, transportation of food, will go up for the common man. So they should please take a second look at it. And we only wish that the president will please consult the people properly and listen to the masses. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well,
sir, can you please start by telling us your name, sir?
My name is Ifeba Midele. I've come all the way from Merseyside, from Liverpool to this protest. I came to London all because of this. And I'm here just because governments are supposed to be representative. If your people say they don't want something, you should be knowledgeable enough to know how to do it. That's the thing for me. Both ways are suffering. If you are in the diaspora, you are either sending money home or you are getting money from home. So both ways you will be affected. I think people in diaspora will be definitely affected.
Mr. President, on announcer of this removal of the fuel subsidy, he said he feels the pains of Nigerians. What do you have to say to that?
It doesn't feel the pain of Nigerians. Do you know how much has been budgeted for the garden of Aso Rock? Just to wet the garden. Hundreds of millions. Some Nigerian families will never have that amount of money. I mean, their whole lineage will never see that amount of money. Mr. President cannot feel our pain. He used to have, he says he never had shoes. Now he has shoes and he has forgotten his days of not having shoes. He should remember the people who still do not have shoes and who will never have shoes. Till if his government continues like this, some generations will never have shoes. They still exist. So if Mr. President continues on this path, it's obvious that he's on the path to self-destruct. That's my opinion. And I'm here for that. And I'll be going back to Liverpool just because of that. I came here to say, Mr. President, we are not in support. And I'm sure that very soon, many Nigerians in various parts of the world will start doing the same thing. They'll go to their embassies and they will start occupying the embassies until it is done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, Mr. President, On announcing that he's moving the fuel subsidy, he said he feels the pains of the people. What do you
Yeah,
have to say to that?
I completely disagree with that. I may say he feels it, but he's not sharing, because the government should show some physical, responsibility by coming out clearly in cutting and sharing this pain. They should cut their own spendings. You understand? If you look at this year's 2012 budget, there is no such. Then what do you say about that? Are they feeling it?
But do you think there's any benefits to this fuel removal subsidy?
Well. Apparently, removal of subsidies is in two ways. Because if you critically look at it, we were made to believe that some few individuals are benefiting from this subsidy. That, well, if they remove it, it will be in the benefit of all Nigerians. But the problem is, we do not trust government. We don't trust them. So we don't know. Okay, for instance, I had an interview from General Buhari yesterday. It was a former minister of petroleum. He was saying that there is no subsidy for fuel in Nigeria. That was what he was telling us. So we do not trust government. We don't know who to trust. We don't know what to trust. But what we are saying is that the after effect of removing this is too harsh for Nigerians. We cannot live with it. It cannot go on. It will not go on. So we are appealing to Mr. President to please retrace his step. And then, for now, we don't want fuel subsidy. For now.
Thank you very much. Okay, so can you please tell us how personally the removal of this fuel subsidy affects you?
I wouldn't say it affects me directly because I live in the UK, but the way I see the fuel subsidy, for too long we have been praying for God to come and help us, and I see the fuel subsidy removal as an act of God. This is the last call for Nigeria to rise up. What has happened in the Arab world can happen in Nigeria. This is our opportunity to retake Nigeria back from the politicians. The issue is not just fuel subsidy. There are a lot of things. The fuel subsidy should bring a lot of things to the table. We want to discuss everything, not just the fuel subsidy. The Senate President earns 600 million per annum. That equates to 50 million a month, which is 200,000 pounds a month. Ask yourself, how much does the British Prime Minister earn in a year? 130. If you can correct me, but it's not more than 130,000 pounds a year. And the Senate President takes 200,000 a month. That is not it's not on. It's not on. Senators are earning 24, 25 million. This is apart from other allowances. This is basic salary. These are the things we have to discuss, not just the fuel subsidy. The fuel subsidy is just a drop in the ocean.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here to defend, show my solidarity as a Nigerian, to defend the subsidy argument. Personally, I don't believe there is subsidy. That's my own personal view, because I don't believe you subsidize what you have as a natural resource, no matter what happens. If it ever happens, it should be an anomaly, and it shouldn't be a way of life where we've been doing it for over a decade. Do you see? The real conversations, Nigerian leaders are not talking about it. The real conversation should not be subsidy or no subsidy. The real conversation it should be, what do we have? We have a natural resource. How do we manage it? Resource management. There should be a ministry for resource management. Nigeria is a wastage economy. We always waste things. And where you waste things, fuel is actually a resource that can finish. One day, Nigeria will become a country that has no oil. We have to put together a resource management ministry where all these things will be managed effectively for Nigeria's use. But the politicians in Nigeria have always come and gone, and they don't solve problems, they create problems. This argument shouldn't be about subsidy. This argument should be about building refineries, making Nigeria better. Do you see? Managing our resources effectively, and then channeling the funds from those resources into proper area, healthcare, education, free education for people, investments, in eradicating causes of poverty, investment in agriculture, investment in Nigerians, investment in orientation of a demographic of Nigerians that have suffered. We have on our hands a demographic of Nigerians that can't speak English, they can't write properly. Invest in these people, teach them proper things. There's so many other things, legal aid, justice for the common man. All of these things should be the conversation, and not just about fuel subsidy. Personally, I'm not going to talk about fuel subsidy because I'm here to represent the goodwill of all Nigerians, and I hope that is heard. Thank you so much.